Alright. Hello, everyone. It's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy, and just for those who didn't see my last video, this is a spoiler warning. This is the spoiler talk. I have a non-spoiler review that is already up on my channel for Spider-Man No Way Home. You can check it out. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy, and we are going to just jump right into it. So, last chance, spoiler warning. Everyone get out of here. Who doesn't want to know? Okay, spoiler, I'm going to give you a second. Everyone gone? Everyone? Bueller? Alright. Alright, you've been warned. First things first. Matt Murdock. Matt effing Murdock. And that was the best line in the movie, I think. One of the best lines. When they throw the brick through the window, and then he goes, "How did you do that?" And he goes, "I'm a really good lawyer, kid." The other reason for that is this week's episode of Hawkeye pretty much gave away he's gonna be in it too. I could just assume because I avoided spoilers like the plague. But last night when I watched Hawkeye, I was like, yeah. Okay. So next up. Willem Dafoe says the line, I'm a scientist, what's the meme again? I'm a bit of a scientist, or something like that. The Razzle guys know it. Which is great. They didn't do Give Me Rent, You'll Get Your Rent When You Fix This Damn Door, which is too bad. But, what they did do is, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, baby. They were in it. I knew that was coming. The way they did it, too, was such a flex. Because it was, Andrew Garfield basically, Ned retains, well, you've seen the movie, but Ned retains the ring, of Doctor Strange and is making, a portal. And they see, an alleyway on the outside of it. And he goes, "Hey, Peter, come here." And they see guy in Spider-Man, and he comes in, takes his mask off, and he goes, "I don't think I'm your friend," or whatever, and he takes I don't think I know you guys, and then he takes his mask off, and it's Andrew Garfield. I couldn't help it, I broke my usual rule, I actually shouted something in the movie. But it was okay, because the audience actually cheered and laughed, which was cool. The guy sitting next to me went, "Where's Toby?" And I shouted out, at that moment, "It's pizza time!" And everyone lost it, which was great. And then, wouldn't you know it, there's Tobey Maguire, who is an older Spider-Man, which I think makes sense. They address the "oh, my back" meme, where his back problem is fixed by Andrew Garfield, which is great. I also just love that they just have a scene where they're casually shooting the shit about their various universes together, just on them on screen. We never thought this would happen. And so the way they put it together, that hero shot where you think you're at the Super Bowl, when they're flipping and they land on the Statue of Liberty, post. What an amazing, hell is yeah. Aunt May dies, which is heartbreaking. And one last thing she says to Peter is, "With great power comes great responsibility," which, damn, theater cried. I cried too. Doctor Strange, mentions, not to tamper with the multiverse, which we'll get to that in a minute. There is a moment where they address, the new Goblin situation, where Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is talking to, Ned, and mentions how, he says, "So do you have, a best friend? Do you have a Ned?" And he goes, "Yeah, I did have a best friend." He goes, "He died in my arms." And he goes, "After he tried to kill me." Yeah. And then Ned looks at Peter and he says, "I promise I won't turn into a supervillain and kill you." He goes, "Okay." I'm like, Hobgoblin. There's another great scene where, like I said in the other one, it actually, or maybe I didn't say this because it was a spoiler, but it redeemed The Amazing Spider-Man 2 for me, because there's a great scene where Andrew Garfield is sitting with Max Dillon, Electro, Jamie Foxx, telling him that he noticed him, which was, sweet, when everyone thought he was invisible. He says the line, and then the best part is, and they kind of alluded to this earlier in Homecoming with the Donald Glover character, but they have a scene where he's sitting with him and he goes, "Oh," because I guess he didn't know that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. He goes, "Oh, that's disappointing." He goes, "What?" He goes, "I just thought you would be, for once, one of you guys would be black." And then he goes, "Oh, Black Spider-Man, that's a great idea." And I'm like, Miles Morales, baby. Miles Morales, let's go. which is great. They have MJ and Peter stay together in the Kirsten Dunst MJ, which is awesome. She doesn't show up, but they have like a really touching little conversation where they, which also alludes to the death of Gwen Stacy at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2, where they're talking and he goes, yeah, it's not where they see Zendaya, MJ, and Tom Holland Spider-Man together. They're like, man, it's not easy for us to keep relationships. He goes, I don't know. We've been through a lot, but me and my girl, but we found a way to stay together. I'm like, thank God. Nobody remembers who Peter Parker is anymore, which is heartbreaking, including MJ, which is sad. Peter saves Norman. They also save all the other characters, who are the villains. Now we can go to the shawarma, because that's basically it. Oh, one more thing. His Spider-Man suit is the original comics, like, bright red and blue, which is awesome. Okay. That covers it for the main film. Okay, and then during the credits, for those who are wondering, yes, Venom does show up. At the end, they're explaining the different worlds. They mention the blip, they mention Thanos, but then before they can really have a part in the, as like kind of a gag, they get zapped back concurrently with when the other characters got zapped back to their universe, and it was quite funny. But what's interesting is that a little piece of the Venom symbiote stays on the bar they are, so it implies that he's going to come back for a future MCU. I hope so. But then after the credits, there's a full-on trailer for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and it's glorious. And in that trailer, Doctor Strange talks to Wanda about the anomaly she created in WandaVision, which is great. And she talks about how she made mistakes. They show her in her kind of OG costume. We see a little bit of America Chavez, which is awesome. We get to see Rachel McAdams in a wedding dress, which is interesting. And then the best part, and you can tell this is the main villain, is, okay, for those who watched What If, the last shot of the trailer before they go right to the Doctor Strange will return, Marvel Studios, is he goes, I knew it would be you. And it's the dark Doctor Strange from the alternate reality from What If. And I was like, let's go! Come on, Raimi, make it happen. It really does look like a Sam Raimi movie, which is great. Alright. Okay, so that's it for the spoiler talk. I just spoiled all that. So, we will... Oh, also, I should mention that scene where Zendaya's MJ has fallen, Andrew Garfield rescues her, and has a really heartbreaking moment where he remembers Gwen Stacy, and that's why he rescues her, which was great. Alright. So, we will be back, like I said, for Nightmare Alley and American Underdog tomorrow, all the other things, including Come On, Come On, which was I just announced, as well as, Best and Worst and all the other stuff coming up, so... And Hawkeye. So that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class semester. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it bell. I don't know what it does. That it's supposed to do. Or so I've been told. I want fun mails or reviews, lists, and other fun stuff. You can check me out on Letterboxd.com at Grant, the movie and TV guy. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, and, yeah. 5 web slinging stars again. Thank you all.